Hey, it's Don, the Auction Professor here. Today we're going to give you another item, something I find at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, flea markets, wherever I go, and they are kokishi dolls. These are Japanese wood dolls, hand-carved for the most part. Most of these are signed. I do run into these all over the place. I've got a couple dozen of these actually now. This is one of our favorites. It's actually got a signed plaque. It's like an anniversary doll set here, I would say. These do show up. You will find them. Most people don't know what they are. Let's hop over there right now and we're going to show you some of the values these can bring. So here we are with one of the nicer ones on here. This is a limited production. This is a newer one. These are still being made right this moment. Most of the best ones, as I said, are signed. This one has the signature of the artist burned into it as well. Rather unique, interesting items. They're not huge. If they're 12 inches or taller size-wise, those are considered monstrously big. Most of them are like the size I've showed you here. These are a perfect example of the average size of some of these. So I did take Japanese history, and these type of items were covered in everyday life items. It is something that has been around for centuries from what I understand. Marky and I both love the Japanese and Chinese inspired artwork. This is just awesome in my book. And as you can see, it went for $800. Really good one here. Let's move on to the next one. Here's another one. This one went for $600. Again, it's signed, it's carved wood, it's got an intricate pattern. Some of these are vintage and some of these are new. It does not really matter. It just depends on the artist in my book from what I have seen. Earlier ones, new ones, it doesn't really matter as long as it's done by someone well-known, someone well-collected. You can compare these to dolls from the US as well, too. Some are worth money and some are not. It's just dependent on the designer. Just like a Barbie, the designer Barbies that you will find. Many can go for almost nothing, while maybe a Bob Mackie or something may go for a lot more. $600, as I said, on this one. Here's another unusual one. This is 18 inches tall. One of the biggest ones I have ever seen. $575. They charged him $18 to ship it. Here's another one. You will also see Sosaku in the title as well as the kokishi. The odd shapes also go for some decent money. This looks to be an earlier one also. Interesting pattern as well. Very intricate in my book. And it's 10 inches tall. It's just over 10 inches. So it's a very nice sized version of these. Here's another oddball one. This is 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches tall. Rather small item, $380. This one is an early one. It's well signed and well designed. Nice intricate patterns painted on it as well. Cherry blossoms. Just a really typical, well sought after stylized shape on these. This one just has such a unique shape that helps push this one, even though it's small. It's just so nicely designed. It's got intricate patterns in the whole works. It's got everything going for it that you would want. The bottom is worn, which is what you would expect on these because they're slid on tables and things like that. Had this one been a little taller or a little bigger, it would have went for a heck of a lot more money. Here's another one, just another example, $350 on this one. It's fairly plain, but it does have signature on the back as well with the provenance from that signature. Here's a large one. Again, as I said, the larger they are, the better and more valuable they can be. This one's a little newer by the shape and the design, but because of the size and the nice floral pattern, it really went for some decent money on this. $350 basically on this one. Here's another really nice signed one as well. This one lacks some of the ornate painting on it, but what it lacks in that, it actually makes up for in carving and uniqueness in my book. Really nice. It doesn't need much detail for you to tell what it is. It's just a really interesting one. $350. Then the next one here is a really interesting design one. Nice flowing hair in this one. I like the natural wood coloring as well. Just a really nice one here. $350 basically as well. Now the next one here is interesting as well. This one has ponytails. I would say this one's a little newer because of that. It reminds me of an anime figure, which they actually make these for anime figures as well. This one went for $300. Now here's another one by the same artist, Takashiya Yoshida. Really nice one here, $228. I love the intricate painting on this one here. Plus it has a muddled carved design to the fabric as well, too. $228 on this one. Now here's another natural wood design one here. I actually like the natural look to them. Kind of sets it off as well. Some of the natural wood ones can go for some horrendous money too if you get the right artist. $195 on this one. Now here's an example of some newer ones. They still make them. They make them for anime. They still go for some decent money. $100 or better for most of this style. This is a limited edition one from Japan. I believe the title from this run is New York, but I could be wrong. This one went for $190. Now these same design one here in the box can go for $200 or $300 easily any day of the week, and they will sell fairly quick, all of these. Here's another one. This one's actually named Buddhist Lullaby Kokishi. It's a really nice example of them. I have not seen one quite like this with the natural wood base. It's really interesting, a really unique design. As I said, I do like some of these natural ones. Has the little Buddha on the back as well. This one looks to have double duty with the Buddha on it as well. Another interesting example, $189. And the last one here is another Tokishi Yoshida doll. Really nice one here. Again, it has the interesting pattern in there, the wheel spokes, and I believe that's for longevity in the life cycle, if I'm not mistaken on that. You do cover some of this in some of the classes we have taken. This is just an interesting example. That green style is standard used in many of these. We've had many with that same green style pattern on it. So anyway, this is a really interesting pattern. This is a really unique area. These always sell for us. Even the newer, the smaller, and the cheaper ones still will get you $20-30 across the board. But that's about it. I'll end this with a traditional Japanese phrase for thank you very much. Domo arigato. Well, there you go. That's another item that I look for. Hopefully that gave you some ideas and some thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell a friend.